In Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Harris going to get it again on second down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, this is Cannon. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now Jones. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Throwing Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson.
And these two hooked up on a nice game that played before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. From the 5, 3rd and goal. And he's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Hines, his first carry. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Goff. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And Goff picks up the first down and then wisely slides to the ground to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Matt Judon there to bring him down. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Goff now looks to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Off the play fake, Jones. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got an open man. It's Ratley. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, it's Cannon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41, Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Waddle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one, 35 yards. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete to Trenton Cannon, the running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 33. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Goff now to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now a first down throw. Goff. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and goal, Goff. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's out quickly to Chenault. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Jones operating from the gun. The ball comes out, and they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nyheim Hines, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And Stills bringing it in. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing.
Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fields this way up at the 17. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. It's gone. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's gone. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he's going to fire deep for Ratley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 5 yards remain on second down.
50 the mic. 50 the mic. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball.
They run again with Hines. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titan 16. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. On third down, Hines. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Hines. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point try good by Gano. And it is 42-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this throw caught left side and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, it's our house. 43 is the mic. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Off play action. Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles here. And I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Here's Goff. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the Jags are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
120. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Obama. 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 Watch the pass. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2nd and 14.
Rick Flair. He's checking. He's checking.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff. Throw right side. Going to be caught here by Waddle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking deep downfield, and that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
I'm coming after you. 43 is the mic.
On second down, right back to Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, Hines. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They'll run for it with Hines. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Throwing, Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
I know he ain't got it. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. It's Williams. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
I'm coming after you. 44, Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Off play action. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession,